White folks who voted for Donald Trump are about to lose their health insurance. I'm Chris Graham with the Custom Free Press, and I got to put it that way because it's the truth. Donald Trump still has a concepts of a plan, I guess, to replace Obamacare. That's all he's got still. He said that back in October. It's December now. Um, he's not anywhere close to figuring it out. It's not just 2 or 3 months. We're 9 years into Donald Trump bad-mouthing Obamacare. Um, and you know why he's been doing that? It's not because Obamacare hasn't worked to get 50 million people health insurance that otherwise would not have it. It's because Barack Obama is black. We all know that. It's okay to say it out loud. These are some quotes from his interview with NBC's Kristen Welker over the weekend. Obamacare stinks. It's lousy. There are better answers. So Kristen Welker, being Kristen Welker, who's a good interviewer, says, "All right, so what are those better answers?" He doesn't have them. If we come up with a better answer, Trump said, I would present that answer to Democrats and everybody else, and I'd do something about it. Why does he have to present it to Democrats? Republicans will have the majority in the House and the Senate when they reconvene here in a few weeks, first of 2025, right? He doesn't need to convince Democrats. He needs to convince Republicans. And that's probably the problem. So more than 50 million people I mentioned are currently employed in the marketplace or Medicaid expansion coverage under the provision of the Obamacare Act, the Affordable Care Act. That's 1 in 7 Americans, by the way. That's 1 in 7 of us, 14% of us. More than 18 million of those have signed on since Joe Biden took office in January 2022. So in 4 years, 18 million people. Basically what? That's a 50 some percent increase, 55, 56% increase. And it's been helped because in the first 2 years of the Biden term, he had a Democratic Senate, Democratic House, and they voted to expand the premium tax credit. And that premium tax credit reduced premiums of available plans to $10 or less per month for 4 out of 5 customers in the federal marketplace, which is huge. And now it goes up to for a single person who makes up to 58,000 a year or a family of four that makes up to 120,000 a year, gives them access to Affordable Care Act insurance. We've heard talk from Republicans that they want to get rid of that, in addition to the general talk of just getting rid of Obamacare completely. Donald Trump tried this numerous times. It was over 60 times Republicans in the Trump White House years, 2017 to 2021 tried various efforts legislatively and administratively to get rid of Obamacare. Thankfully, failed each time. Now, of course, Trump's taking credit for fixing Obamacare, even though he tried to kill it all those times. Okay, so here are some other numbers, though. Uh, it's interesting here that because I said, in my headline there, white people are going to lose their access to health insurance. People in Republican-led states make up the bulk of those benefiting from the Affordable Care Act. 20% of the population in Republican non-expansion states have enrolled in ACA marketplace plans. Compared to 12% of the population in expansion states. Republican states, Virginia was one of these for a while. In fact, we didn't expand our Medicaid coverage until 2019 because Republicans wouldn't let us. Republican states have 14 years later still not largely not expanded their Medicaid programs to include to cover more people. And so Obamacare is the fallback there. And why are they doing that? It's politics. It's because a black man proposed this plan. Um, and now Trump wants to undo the whole thing. And he has concepts of a plan, and that's all he's got. Here's another quote. This is him again talking to Kristen Welker on NBC this weekend. Let me explain. We have the biggest healthcare companies looking at it. We have doctors who are always looking. I've always tinkered with it. It's a little hard to explain, but Obamacare, when I took over, was a disaster. He can't explain it because he doesn't understand it, and he also has no plan. That's why he can't explain what he wants to fix and can't.